I'm Tony. Welcome back to the channel. Today's show and tell, as if it were, is Thundercats. Now, this is a franchise that everyone knows was a huge franchise when it came out. UK, it ran from 1985 to 1989, I think. So it had a good 4-year run. This was a show that ran on the BBC, and this ran after school time, and it also ran on the weekend scheduling. So generally a Saturday, I think. Again on the BBC, and to be honest, it was rolled out numerous times to the BBC. And any chance that the BBC could show this, they would re-show it. School holidays was another one. So it was big in the time. I think at the time that the BBC was showing this, so at the time ITV had He-Man. So school holiday times, it was always a battle between this and scheduling and He-Man. But for what this was on the BBC, this was a big hitter in the time. Fantastic cartoon, fantastic animation, fantastic storylines. Characters that ran through this were superb. Storytelling in it was great. This was co-produced by the Rankin and Bass company. Now, if you're into cartoons and if you're into stuff from the late 70s coming into the 80s, Rankin and Bass did a lot. Other things that you'd known for was Silverhawks, which was, I think it was slightly after Thundercats. But a cartoon in the sort of the same frame of mind, really, same animation style, same build-up of character. Another good show. Didn't take off as much as Thundercats did, but still stands up very well. But doesn't stand up as good as Thundercats. Rankin and Bass were also responsible for a few animated films, sort of TV films back in the day. They did an animated adaptation of The Hobbit and of Return of the King, if I'm right. They also did Flight of the Dragons, which is another great animated film. If you ever get the chance to watch it, that's out there. And I also think they did the animation adaptation of Wind in the Willows as well, I think. So they were a big hitter in the day, and not so much a big hitter as what Thundercats was. Like I say, it was huge. Cartoon, had 2 seasons, a good solid toy line. So as a kid growing up in the 80s, this was a staple diet. Now, this particular box set that I've got, this is the only complete box set that was released in the UK. To say it's packaging heavy is an understatement. I mean, what you're currently looking at there is that's the hard shell box that the 2 seasons come in. Artwork wise, that's it. It's the same on both sides, and on the shorter sides it's the same. There isn't any much detail on it, but it's a good quality box. If you can see, I mean, I picked this up second hand, and as you can see, it's took a bit of a battering over the years, edges of the box, but it's a good job that it does come in this kind of box, because when I start to show you the packaging, you'll sort of realise that they wouldn't have stood up. Secondary market, they would have been battered to hell. But it is packaging heavy. To be fair, out of all the collection that I've got, I don't think there's a full collection like this one that's got so much packaging on it. It's a lot, to say the least. But this was released in a few different ways. They started off with season 1. Season 1 was split into 2 volumes, and then season 2 came out, and that was also split into 2 volumes. And then there was they put a full, complete collection together like this right at the very end. Value wise, at the time, it was probably cheaper to wait for the complete collection coming out than it was to buy the individual volumes. I can remember picking up the very first volume of season 1 that came out and was thoroughly impressed with it. But I think at the time that came out, it was about £15, I think. So if you'd have looked at it over a period of time, it would have cost you £60 for the 4 volumes, the 2 seasons, which is expensive. When this came out a little bit later on, I think this was about £40. So you just saved a little bit. Secondary market now, the individual volumes, volumes 1, volumes 2 of the first season, you can pick up really cheap, a couple of pounds. And then the 2 volumes of season 2, they're a little bit more expensive, a little bit harder to find. But again, they're always under the £10 mark for each of the volumes. Complete collection at the moment, second-hand market in the UK. Cheapest way to get it is through CEX, and I think currently it's £28 for this particular collection. If you was going to buy the collection, the complete collection, this is the way I'd do it. Definitely, just so you've got that hard shell cardboard box, because I'll show you now that the sort of individual volumes, they won't stand up at all. So I'll switch this out and I'll show you volume 1. So volume 1, same colours as the box. Again, not much artwork there. It's just the Thundercats logo, and on the back, a little bit more detail. Gives you a brief synopsis of what's on the disc. Special features on these as well. Special features are pretty good. I would imagine the US version's got the same features, if not a little bit more. But there's some good documentaries on there. Yeah, sort of 2 to 3 per box set. So that's volume 1 of season 1. And again, it's an outer packaging. And you get 3 individuals on the inside. Oops. Let's put them up a bit better. There we go. So the individuals are quite smart ones, and the artwork's pretty nice that's on them. So for each volume, there is 6 discs for each volume. It's disc heavy as it comes. I mean, for everything, I think there's 24 discs to the full collection. And again, it just gives you a brief run on the back of each episode. So that's season 1. So again, you can see sort of the thin cardboard box that it comes in as well as. So like I said, when I said it was package heavy, there's a lot on it. So you've 3 thin Amray cases and a cardboard box. that's volume 1. Volume 2, they tend to start to vary in colour. Volume 2 is blue. And again, shows you a little bit on the back. There's a picture of Mum's hair on the back of that one. And again, the special editions are pretty good on this one. And again, you've got the 3M rare cases, thin ones. Again with the artwork on the front, and again it's just got the volumes on the back. All the discs are the same. There's no variant artwork on the discs. It's all just the Thundercat logo. Then we're on to volume 2, season 2, sorry. Volume 1 is yellow. Again, the bit more artwork on the back with Schnarf on the bottom. Again, the few special features on that one as well. There's actually the Thundercats theme song music video to that one, on that one, which is good. And again, for some reason, even though the case is yellow on that, they went with a red one on the Amray case. I don't know why, but again, some good cover artwork. And the final one is season 2, volume 2, which is purple. Now that's on its own. Finding that one is a bit more hard. You won't find it readily available anywhere, and that one always holds a little bit more money as well. But if you are looking for these and you're inside the UK, to be honest, if you can find them really cheap, I'd go for it. eBay, if you're looking on eBay, at the moment they just seem to be trying to nail your cap on with the prices. And to be honest, it's just nostalgia tax. There's no other way of looking at it. It's expensive for being expensive sake. There's no real reason for it. CEX is the way to go for this. CEX at the moment seems to have the pricing structure really sorted on the 80s animated cartoons at the moment. I don't know why that is, whether there's a lot of things been traded in or sold in at the moment, and they're carrying a lot of stock, so they dropped the price. I honestly don't know, but to get this complete set, even if you wanted the individuals, but to get this complete set, that's the way I go. Unless you can find a bargain, sort of eBay, Facebook Marketplace, something like that. If you can find a deal, then I would under the price of what CEX is selling at, then go for it. But just don't pay above the CEX price at all, because it is a good collection. But again, nostalgia taxes on eBay, I'll just try and rob you blind. It's a collection that's good to have. As far as the cartoon goes, it stands up really well. It's one of those you can go back to, and it sort of never lets you down. Storytelling and character development in it is fantastic. But this is the way it was available on DVD in the UK. There's probably American US variants on it. I've never come across any over in the UK. But I would imagine there's some good US variants on this. So that is my my complete box set collection of Thundercats. I'd just like to give another quick mention and shout out to a fellow YouTuber that I've been watching for, I don't know, probably since the beginning of the year now, and I'm up to date with every video he's put on there, and every video is brilliant. And that is Chris over at the CREPT from the 80's channel. I'll put a link in the description lower down. But if you like everything 80's, the whole pop culture side, so obviously if you're an avid cartoon collector, film collector, toy collector, just a whole pop culture junkie, then I would definitely recommend Chris's channel over there. It's fantastic. He has some great guests on. He's got some good friends who are into the same kind of thing that he is. And to be honest, from a US point of view, I don't think I've seen another YouTuber that's as knowledgeable as what Chris is, or is as passionate about what he's talking about or what he's collecting. This guy is the real deal. So go and check his channel out. He's fantastic. If you go over there, just give us a quick mention that we've sent you over, just to let him know where you've came from, that you've seen our video. But that's it. We'll be back again soon. Like I said, I've got more things in the collection, and there's more things coming through all the time. So I'll be putting some more videos out then. But until then, stay safe, and we'll see you soon. Thank you very much. Bye bye.